I landed my first audition by accident, and now my best friend hates me.
Bestie?
Bestie, no.
How could she?
I can't believe the bestie is leaving you. The bestie should be the bestie.
That's right.
To the restie.
Right?
You can't break the bestie code.
Yeah, come on. Okay. Tell us, Nina.
My 20 female friend is an aspiring actress. Over the last year, all her auditions were online. However, things have started picking up lately, and last week she had an in-person audition and I went with her. We had plans that day, so it was more convenient to tag along and hang out after.
That's a great bestie, right? Going along to the audition.
Support, Come
on, support. Support the besties, the one acting.
Yeah, so she was excited because it was a big company and it would give her a lot of exposure, like really good pay, etc. I was waiting for her outside when someone came from casting and they started talking with me and they asked what I'm here for and if I'm interested in auditioning for an exciting role, which was my friend's role.
Bro, they tried to post bestie.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay.
I mean, at first, I was reluctant because I'm not into acting, so I had no interest. However, the person managed to convince me and promised me really good pay. So I said yes, but not because I genuinely believed that I would get the role. I just thought it would be a funny story to tell my friend.
Yeah, she's just thinking okay, I'm going to try out this role.
Might as well.
I don't even think she's thinking about rolling the dice. She's just this would be fun. I'm definitely not going to get it. I've never been an actor.
For lols, I guess.
How often do people get guesses on auditions never having been acting?
Never.
The word is in, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. We got the receipts from world-renowned actor Nina.
Oh my
God. She knows what's up. We got the experts in the house.
That's right.
Yeah. The audition itself was easy and they were all super nice, and I left and had no expectations that I'd get the role. I mean, I don't have a portfolio and my only acting experience was in a school production many years ago. I didn't try to hype up my experiences and was very honest. So when I told my friend about it, she jokingly said that I'm now her competition, so she has to watch out.
Okay, throwing a little shade there.
Yeah, that's sounding
okay.
Like she's getting jealous. Choo all aboard the jealous train
it's
right
all
here.
Jokes at this point. It's just jokes so far.
Yeah. So it's no one's thinking it's actually gonna happen. So it's jealousy jokes and okay.
But merely a couple hours after we left, I received a call from the same guy with an offer. I was in shock and asked if he got the correct number. My friend was with me and she was in even bigger shock. I honestly thought he miscalled me and wanted to speak to her because it seemed so ridiculous. She's far more acting experience and seemed a lot more confident about her audition.
But OP got the talent though,
Apparently.
You can't it's one thing to go to school and blah, 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 Shakespeare, but she has the raw pizzazz. She has what it takes,
The it factor.
The it factor.
Yeah, scouted.
Ooh, scouted to the max.
Anyway, she got extremely angry and said that I purposely sabotaged her chances and that I'm not even interested in acting at all since I'm in STEM. And then she accused me of being a fake friend and evil. And she was so pissed that she asked me to drop her off at the nearest bus stop so that she could go home on her own.
I mean, the bus stop is fitting because I guess you're not getting any acting gig. No cars for you. Was that too mean, Nina?
Sam is roasting this poor woman.
What if she watches this video?
It could happen. We have had someone reach back and be like, this was my story.
Yeah, but honestly, I mean, OP has an acting career now, and she's in STEM, bro.
And now she's on OKOP. So this is
dude, the triple it factor, man. She's gonna be a rocket scientist actress.
Yeah,
it's gonna be amazing.
We had a huge argument, and the next day she said some pretty effed up things. She claimed that I was only hired because of forced diversity since I'm multiracial and she's white, and this type of preferential treatment is unfair to actors.
BS.
What? That's no friend. All right, I need thoughts. Go off.
The worst thing I've read. It's just like, first of all, I don't know. I have a lot to say because I feel like I've experienced so much of like disadvantages of not being white and having to audition and act and stuff. And here she is. She's just like, it's because you're ethnic and now I'm not going to be able to get jobs because of you. And that's also kind of sucky, like, because I'm in film school right now and screenwriting, and people are like, oh, they're going to want to only hire like diverse writers now because they want diverse stories. And it's just kind of annoying to hear.
Yeah, that is like the worst. Also, it's just like, this is a terrible friend.
Yeah, it's not only is that not the case, but it's like you would hope that they would be supportive of her, you know?
But not only did they find out they were a terrible friend, but kind of racist.
Yeah.
And also she's kind of saying like, there's no way your talent there's no way you could be good enough. It has to be something else. It's because of your race. Like that's what she's saying basically.
That's a nightmare. Nightmare. I'm glad you're out of that friendship. You've lost a not friend. So, you know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Show the true colors.
Yeah.
Nina, thanks for coming on.
Yeah. It's not done yet, but.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah,
okay.
Come on.
Is there still more?
You did such a good job. Sam thought you just
I thought it was closing.
Conclusion.
All right.
Yeah. Do you want me to finish it?
Yeah,
please do.
So now some of my friends are split. Some are saying that I'm an a-hole for auditioning and lessening her chances of success. And they said that this gig obviously meant a lot to her and that I should have been supportive instead of derailing her career. Others are saying that I'm not an a-hole whatsoever because I just did it for fun and had no serious expectations or ill intent. They said that it's ultimately up to the casting people to decide who they want and that I might have just left a better impression. So I rejected the offer. Am I an a-hole for what I did?
She even rejected the offer.
You rejected it.
What?
I mean, she's
what
being a great friend
Yeah.
to someone who's not reciprocating at all.
Oh my God. All right. OP is like so not the a-hole, like in any universe. Like even in the effed up universe of her friend, she's not the a-hole because she rejected the offer. It's not her fault that she was just so good and she outshone you.
Yeah.
How would you handle that, Nina? Like if someone like had beef with you? Like
what would you say?
I mean, well, yeah, if someone had beef with me, like in the acting world, and it was this specific scenario, and then they said it was because I'm ethnic, I don't know, I would throw hands and I would just be like, wow. And then you know what I'd do? I would go on Reddit and then I'd write a post about it. Because I'd be like, can you guys believe this? This girl? Yeah.
That part.
Wait, Nina, are you OP? Just to be clear, Nina's not OP.
It's okay. I don't have too many 20-year-old friends. I mean,
Well, Nina, thank you so much for coming on, giving your 2 cents on this incensed story. Does that even make sense? 2 cents on...
2 cents on a story?
2 cents on a story. Yeah. 2 cents on a story. Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me on.
That's a wrap, baby. Today, I effed up by being intimate with another girl at a swingers party.
I could see how some issues could arise.
Yeah,
it is possible.
If you aren't ready to be swung, you know, sometimes it takes a little swing before you swung, you know?
Not every swing is meant to be swung.
No, that is true.
Not every swing is meant to swing.
Set the scene. My partner of 2 years and I attend a sex club together. This is the second time we have both been to this club.
Okay.
The agreement between us is that there are no rules except being there and going to the club together. Apart from that, it's open season for any girl or guy we want that we can hook up with them and play or fuck.
Going to a place doesn't sound like a rule.
Well, I think they agree to go to this place.
Oh, right.
Together
okay,
they agree.
Okay.
We're going to the sex club.
Yeah.
At the sex club, we could,
we doing anything and everything.
Yeah, it's like the purge, but for sexual sexual
I
desire.
like that. That sounds like it's like a new movie.
Yeah, purge.
It's the purge, but for sex.
That sounds worse. That sounds like it would get canceled right away.
Gosh.
Anyway, the night is going well. She gets taken by a few different ladies upstairs to the sex rooms, and I kiss a few different girls and take one girl upstairs to get naked as well.
Here we go.
What country is this? Asking for a friend.
I feel like I have heard that they are in the US, but it's just like, I have to imagine you have to sign like consent forms.
So one of my friends who will remain nameless is he went to a sex club in New York called like Eagle something. And it was like a club, but like everyone was just fucking. It was a gay club though. So everyone was just
clapping
fucking
cheeks, baby.
Yeah. And there was fluids all over.
Love it.
Like people were literally having sex in the corner,
Just like everywhere.
just everywhere.
Yeah. Wow.
And it was fine. So, I don't know if it's also there for straight people, but for
I'm sure.
yeah.
I'm sure if it's allowed for anybody, it's allowed for
I don't
everybody.
think it's allowed. I think it just happens. I think it's like
I think
it's
like an underground thing.
Yeah, it's more like, you go to a bar,
Right.
and like there is a unwritten rule that everyone is just like going to have sex with each other,
Right,
but
right.
the bar doesn't actively endorse it
Yeah.
and kind of tries to break it up.
Right.
It's like break it up, and they like shine a flashlight, and then as soon as the flashlight's gone, people are starting to.
Oh, is that what they do at these clubs?
At the club that I'm specifically referring to, yeah.
They're just like covering their bases. Like,
Yeah.
all right, we'll do our checklist, and then you just do it.
Exactly. So it's more like a blind eye.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
It's pretty slim pickings, I might add, because the guys there, not so great. It's all fun until the group of people that we were hanging with decide to go back to someone's house and party on.
Okay.
One girl in particular, who I kissed earlier, fancies me and comes back to my friend's house without her husband. Her husband, it turns out, has cracked the sad ones and wants to go home, which basically is an Australian term for being like, I'm sad and pouty.
Cracked the sad ones?
Cracked the sad ones.
That's amazing.
For reasons I do not know. My partner and I agree to go back and party also. We get back to the friend's house, and after many drinks and other substances, everyone has their clothes off, and various people and bodies are all over the kitchen and lounge room. I'm kissing the girl who fancied me from earlier, and she motions to me that the couch is free.
Oh, yeah, it is.
We both make our way to the couch naked and carry on with our business.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not too sure what my partner is doing at this stage, but last I remember, she was naked in the kitchen with a few others. I would just like to say, man, this couple is wild.
Bro, they are open for business. Like,
wow.
They put the O in open relationships.
Oh, God, Jesus. That is...
Woo!
Also, it's like, when you have this many partners, I just get worried about diseases at that point.
That's
the thing, I don't really care about the
Totally.
number. I just care about, like, can you infect me with super gonorrhea?
Also the type of people that would go to the club. Like, I just imagine like there's probably people like trying to go crazy and not use protection and stuff. So it could just the numbers game adds up so quick.
I know it
in
does.
In a giant orgy.
Yeah. After what seemed like half an hour, the other girl and I finish our business on the couch. And my partner and I get dressed and we catch a cab home around 4 a.m. Damn, bro, 4 a.m. They out here.
I mean, that's not the craziest part. I've been out till 4 a.m. before. I've never been to a massive, giant group orgy. Good God.
Yeah, I love how 4 a.m. is the thing I'm like,
yeah, you're like, 4 a.m.?
shit.
That's ridiculous.
Immediately, I can tell something is wrong, and she is pissed at me. Eventually, 3 days later, she explains that I was extremely intimate with this other girl and how she watched both of us on the couch together the whole time. She's peeping.
Okay.
I'm in the shit because apparently I don't do what I was doing to my girlfriend. And I missed the memo where it was supposed to be about sex and intimacy with other people. And that is not completely allowed. She tells me to throw away the underwear I was wearing that night because she doesn't want to see it ever again.
That's funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I love how like that's like the thing.
Yeah, like throw away the
that
underwear.
I don't want to smell it. That smelly,
God.
dripping wet underwear.
Oh, yeah.
I might add that I find it difficult to get turned on in any situation where there is no level of connection or mutual attraction. I'm not a show up and F any random person kind of guy. So now I'm in the shit and my girlfriend is pissed. She wants me to have a think about why I don't do those things to her, despite me asking what those things are, because I have no idea what I did and where I fucked up.
I am so confused.
See, I need to know what those things
confused.
are. Like, what are the things?
I need to know those things, but also it's like, you said your 2 rules were showing up. What was it? Showing up and fucking anybody, right? Like,
yeah.
Those are the rules. So it sounds like there needs to be a new rule. Like, I don't know.
Well, if we want to get lawyer on there, on the stipulation, right?
Yeah.
If we want to bring the law in, right?
Yeah.
The rules are, the agreement between us is there are no rules except being there and going to the club together.
Being there and going to the club together.
They moved from the club to another location.
Oh,
Lawyered.
Wow, dude, you lawyered the fuck out of me right there. Nice one.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think the rules are broken. As soon as you leave the club, the rules no longer apply.
So the idea is, I'm just like trying to grasp it. The idea is basically maybe if you go to like the club, it's like, we're just like, it's just like almost like dancing sex. It's like very not like intimate, I guess. But then back at the place, if you're on the couch, like I guess it could get more intimate.
More intimate. It's like,
I don't,
you know, you do Molly at Coachella, you know, not at your cousin's bar mitzvah.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. I mean, I still don't follow the logic.
Analogy doesn't make any sense.
But it makes sense to me. Yeah. Wow. I mean, that's, it sounds like they just need to sit down and have a talk and be like, okay, it sounds like there actually is maybe another boundary that you have that like that we should find so I can respect it. Like, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah. But damn, like open relationships are hard.
Dude,
bro.
that's crazy. That's insane. I mean, you know, do whatever you want. Like, but to me, that's insane, dude.
Yeah. I feel like relationships are hard enough, you know? Like they can be like, there's a lot of stuff when you're meeting someone, like, you know, to navigate, right? Mm-hmm. And just to be like, we're just gonna throw in a bunch more complications. I applaud people who can do it well, but I don't think many people can do open relationships well.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's too much for me.
Yeah, but maybe it's like a thing when you're dating someone and then you're married maybe for 20 years or something, or 10 years.
Yeah,
and then you're like, we feel solid enough in what we've been able to build here.
I'm sure people have reached places in their relationships where they feel comfortable with it. No. I'm just like, it's just
unfathomable.
It's hard to wrap my mind around. Yeah, that improves a relationship. Especially this orgy situation is crazy.
Does that improve a relationship? I don't think so.
Again, I'm sure somebody in the world, like their situation,
like maybe it's like a Mamma Mia kind of situation.
It's also,
where you have like three dads.
I'm just on the massive orgy thing. Like that's crazy.
Yeah,
like a huge house full of people. Like
happens. It
happens though.
I've never been a part of it, but it happens.
Yep. Yet.
Yeah, I haven't been a part yet.
And cut.